I was supposed to.
So here we are. This is the Mellow Joe welcoming you to another Espresso mail call. I'm so mellow, but I am drinking my espresso, which means I'm going to pick up some steam as we go along. Cheers.
Cheers.
With me this evening.
No.
With me this evening, I have to my immediate left, wearing his t-shirt, Steve, the voice white worker.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hey.
And to Steve, help me out here. No, the other way. The other way. To
This
Steve's
way.
immediate left,
This way.
we have
This
Chuck
way.
Hensey, terrific comics and pop culture. How are you, Chuck? Good to see
Hello, everyone.
Yay! Golf clap.
And below me, way below me, we have Cliff of Cliff on Comics. Cliff, thank you for being here this evening.
Hey, Cliff.
There you go.
And then we have, of course, the purveyor of everything museum-like in comicdom, the one, the only, Mark Andrews, the curator of the Mark Andrews Museum of Comicdom. How are you this evening, Mark?
I am very well, Joe. Thank you very much for the really unnecessary introduction. But I do have my new shirt on, which is really good. And I know that Phil would be very unhappy that we're all wearing our Espresso mail call t-shirt
On the Espresso mail call show. Yes, you are correct.
because he says it's a faux pas, but I don't care.
It's
It
a
is what it
faux pas.
Cliffy, you're on mute.
Well, he's not
Cliff,
here.
you
so the heck
muted
with it.
yourself.
Oh,
There you
I
go.
kept myself on mute because I could hear everybody when the countdown started, and I was like, oh my. So anyhow, great to be here. Love to see you. Joe, you said I'm underneath you. I said, hey, we're in public. And and then
We're just recapping.
yeah, I'm just recapping everything I said. And Chuck, lovely, Steve, wonderful, Mark, a pleasure. You truly are a historian. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say, but I gotta tell you, the last time I was on here and someone watching called me young, I felt like $1 million. And then I had a 25-year-old on Comics and Coffee with Cliff, and he felt like $1 million because everyone was like, "You're so young. How are you collecting?"
Well, that's a good thing.
Well,
You are
someone
young.
the other day, well, Cliff and I had reversed kind of birthday years this year. And again,
I was
Cliff, you said
wondering where this
when
was
I
going.
turn 96 or something, you'll be 69 or
Yeah,
something
I'll
like
be
that. I forget what it is.
69. And I don't know, Joe, if we're both around, who knows how we'll be celebrating. I'll bring the Moltram dual action.
Here's hoping.
Anyway, so we got some really good books tonight. We usually do. Really an eclectic assortment of books. We've got a few people watching. Hopefully some more people will come in as we go along. All right. So let's start off here. Let's see who we have. Yeah, well, we do have, and Cliff is gone.
What'd you do to Cliff?
All right. Now this guy knows more about Wonder Woman than anyone in the world.
Oh yeah.
So Magic Lasso, thank you for coming here. And we have, of course, Jackson Roykirk, who is also put in there.
There you go.
We have Sith Lord Leo Spinetix, who is here for a bit.
Hey.
And I think although we have more people than just 3, the other ones are bashful. So hopefully they'll show up eventually because we've got some stuff.
Are they
yeah, what
bashful
is that?
and sleepy?
Cliff has natural espresso and energy. Right, exactly.
If they're bashful and sleepy, I know a good doc.
Anyway, so if we only stay at 5 or 6 people, you guys are very lucky because tonight what we're going to do is we are going to give away this Wonder Woman book, The Ultimate Guide to the Amazon Warrior, DK. I had it in my recent video I uploaded where I went to Ollie's and I picked up a couple things. I also picked up this Wonder Woman pop quiz book that's there. Very cool. It's not even a book. It kind of flips over. So what we're going to do tonight, and again, if it's only 5 or 6 of you, everybody's going to be part of this thing. And the people here can work on it too. I would tell you this though, because I am spending a lot of money to redo this house in Cape Cod. So if you are a channel member and you live outside of the United States, I'll pay for you. But if you live outside of the United States and you're not a channel member and you win, we'll have to negotiate a little bit. You'll have to make the difference up for me, all right? So that I can try to stay within my budget. That's why the Anachronic College of Comic Book Knowledge has not happened again because I kind of blew all the money that I was going to use for that. We're going to have to wait until next year. We'll bring it back. We'll have to wait until next year to see how it's going to work out. So we'll be asking some questions during the show, 4 or 5. We'll do it at appropriate times. Questions that came from this book. And if you answer the question correctly, we'll put a start line. Your name will go on this wheel of names. And once we get 4 or 5 of them in there, we will then go ahead and see who wins this book. Okay? Nice. Everybody know the rules? Okay, got it. Kenneth, good to see you, Ken. Thank you for showing up. How are you? All right, so we're going to start. As usual, not again, is it as usual? We're going to start with Steve the Voice, who says that he has enough for 2.5 rounds.
Well,
so we'll go 2 rounds if people have 2 rounds. If not, you do 1 round, it's fine. All right, so
the last time I went more than 2 rounds, I was in Atlantic City.
The slot machine didn't work.
We'll try to keep it clean. I know it's tough with Cliff here, but we'll try to keep it clean.
The slots were working, baby. The slots were working.
Now, see, chain of custody. This thing is still sealed.
Yep.
Still sealed. I'm going to open that up for afterwards because right now I got a stack of omnibuses and I don't know, you call them trade paperbacks. So I was at the Value Village.
You're going to keep it until afterwards?
Yeah, I'm going to keep you guys in suspense for the second round because I got to open it up still. So that's going to take some time. So I'm going to open it up while you guys are doing the next rounds and stuff. So I want to talk
about
this.
Got it. Okay.
He's got a plan. He's got a plan.
I have a plan. Okay. And we're going to put it into action. So this is a thick ass IDW Dungeons and Dragons. My boy Dritz Duerden from Forgotten Realms. And I was standing at the bookshelf in the book section of Value Village, and I was looking right at these things, but there was a gentleman beside me that smelled very horrible, and I needed to step away. And then the wife comes around, and she's got this stack of books, and she goes, "Didn't you see all these?" And I said, "Where the hell did you find those?" She goes, "They were right where you were standing." And I said, "How did I not see these things?" Because you're looking at it from that.
Also, your eyes were watering.
Yes,
selective perception.
Whoa! Stay, sit, boo boo, sit. So that's I better put that down because that's going to end badly for me. And I totaled up all of these books, and it works out to like $186 Canadian if I was to buy these things at retail, 140 US. And I think I paid like $20, and I got like 2 of them for free. So I got that one. There's a good one.
There you go.
Nice. What is the one on the stand, Steve?
This one is you guys have heard of Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
So Game of Thrones, this is R.R. Martin. This is like a prequel, The Hedge Knight. It's one of the stories that he did. So the Hedge Knights are basically like the samurai. They're houseless knights that go around. And Aegon, when his story of Aegon, how he became a knight, it was because of this story. So it's kind of a prequel to that whole thing, which is pretty cool. It's not a bad book. I know there's more to it than just this one, but My wife is like programmed now. She just spots these things. Like I come in and she's got the cart full of comic books and all this stuff, and I'm like,
Okay,
oh,
Steve, how did you
Never
train her
let
to
her
do
go.
oh. It's taken
Steve, how
many
did you train her to do that?
28 years. It's because she loves me.
It's amazing she'll actually still let you buy it even after finding them for you. That's the impressive part.
Most of them were like 5, 6. Like this one was $6.49, and like I said, it went with the Value Village. They have a deal. If you buy 5 books, you get 1 free. So we got like 10 or 11 books. So 2 of these I actually got for free. So whatever the cheapest ones, I think that Hedge Knight was like $4. So that one was basically free.
You should go on Tuesdays. Oh wait, you're not old enough.
No, not yet. There's a good one. Everybody knows this story.
Nice.
Right?
That's the hardcover, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, this thing retailed, I don't even know what it's, again, I added them all up. This is 1 through 6.
Probably $30-$40, I would think.
Yeah, like most of these are in around that range. Like this one here, like this is like $30 for this thing. So
yeah.
So you know that somewhere there's somebody who's just walked back into the room and has asked their mother, "Where's all my comic books?"
Oh, I don't know. This crazy voice guy's got them all. So this one here,
there you go.
This has got 1 through 14 and includes all the stories, and there's actually some bonus materials in here. Wow. It says there's an introduction, rare 4-page story, some script from The Boys number 4, sketches and concept art, and more.
And more.
So that's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah. I know she had this cart full, and I was like, where in the heck did you find all these?
Nice.
This one I almost put back, but I heard that this one actually had got optioned and then it got dropped for some reason. It's actually an English guy who wrote this one. This was like $15 or something, $20 Canadian. So I don't know anything about this story, but I just started doing a quick little Google search when I was standing there, and I went, okay, that seems interesting. And then I had to grab this one, Mark Miller.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a great story too.
Yeah, Superman, Red Sun. It's kind of like a what if, right? So if Superman had been found in Russia instead of America, really good story.
They did an animated version of that was quite spot on too, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one that I got for this, which my wife, I don't know how she even lifted this one.
Oh, wow.
Big ass.
Yeah, those are good books. Those are great reference books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this thing's like $50 too, and the dust cover's not bad, and it was like $8.
Wow.
For us massive Marvel's Avengers encyclopedia. Yeah, so it was a hell of a haul. So like $21 for all of this. Which,
wow.
I mean, it's just like with all these, right? Like you can't go wrong when you hit up these places, right? It's just incredible the stuff you find.
Yeah.
So there's my first round, Joe.
Nice.
Quite a round.
You guys are talking.
Round.
So okay. You guys got to follow up that one.
I don't know.
All right, Chuck.
Red Sun is impressive.
Chuck is up.
The Red Sun is very impressive. So I've been hitting a bunch of different sites the last couple of months looking for things. Got helped out by the fact that we got our AP score bonus and that my kids actually were like awake for a test. So that was good. So I was very happy about that. So I actually had some like vaguely disposable income. So tracking down my gold key horror, we have an early Grimm's Ghost.
Nice.
Just a great, awesome painted cover, 15-cent book.
I love those. Yeah, there's a 20-cent variant too of those.
Yeah, and they're so hard to find. And this is in good solid shape. It's it's mid-grade, but it's all right. For these books, mid-grade is good grade.
Damn right it is, because they're always beat to crap. Because I've got them that are beat to crap. So is that the only Grimms, or did you get another Grimms? Is there more Grimms?
That's the only one I got, unfortunately. But I am still working on my run of ghosts. So
nice.
Cool.
I've got a ghost here.
20-cent goodness, baby.
Again, another beautiful DC horror cover. And another one here.
Nice.
Same guy. So, not too bad prices. I should have been pursuing these like 10 years ago when I thought about it. And they were going for nothing. So, of course, now they're not.
You can't beat yourself up over that. I mean, that's me with the Grimm's ghost stories. I mean, people are getting interested in these gold keys and stuff now. But
thank goodness.
Hindsight's 2020 for a reason, right?
Thank goodness they're getting interested in this stuff. This book made its debut on Guess That Key. This is Alien Encounter 6.
Oh,
Very
Now,
Love that
does
cover.
anyone here know why this is a key?
I should know why this is the
I
key.
watched the episode.
That's going to be one of those test questions now.
Yes.
It is.
I didn't study. Shit.
So this is the first appearance of John Nada. John Nada, of course, and the short story involved with him is the basis for the movie They Live.
They live.
The Carpenter.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Steve, the story in here is horrendous. Okay. It tells you how talented John Carpenter is. He made anything resembling a functional movie out of the absolute ass this is. But nevertheless, I found this at a decent price, $11. And I was super, super stoked to get this. So my buddy Medium Mick had this.
The
on one
cover
of
is
his
cool,
sales.
though.
Very
I mean,
nice.
the cover.
Oh
the
yeah,
cover-
well, the covers for all. I've got a couple more of these coming in from them. The covers are just awesome.
Yeah.
And it's 1980s Eclipse Comics. So
Yeah.
So even if the story sucks, who cares? I mean, the artwork's nice. So
The artwork's
exactly.
good.
Let's see some other things I picked up.
Iron Man.
Yep.
War Machine. First appearance of the name War Machine. I think. I don't know. It was cheap.
Yeah.
We all
Cheap
have our
is good.
moments. We can be
$2.
weak. It's okay. Duplicate
Ooh.
Zatanna cover because it was at a good price, and you can't go wrong with Zatanna cover.
Yeah,
No.
One of the many jump on board books by DC Comics in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
That's right. Great book. I've got the entire run. I bought them when they came off the shelf, but still. Good, nice Harlequin here, 25. Really cool.
The Joker. That's cool.
Another one of those runs. I'm just trying to finish up. I only need a handful of them, but they're all priced like crazy. So, if I can find them cheap, I get them cheap. If I don't, then I don't worry about it. Another one. Hey ho!
Hey, Naman.
Another one I'm working on to finish is Doom 99.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Some great cover.
That's
This
a
is the
wicked
only
cover.
of the 2099 series that was actually worth reading.
Really.
Yeah, most of the rest of them are just absolute hot garbage. Here we go, 33.
Oh, but Cap.
And I've only got 2 more books to get in the series, so I've just got to find them at reasonable prices. So, some of y'all who are plugged in with Reggie and what Reggie has been doing, he's been all selling some Star Wars recently. So I'm not going to show all these, but I got a couple to work on my run.
A couple.
Sweet.
He only had a couple, so he didn't have the 15 that I needed. So he only had 4 of
Okay,
them. So,
dictionary couple is 4.
yeah, in my dictionary, couple is 4.
Two couples.
Two
For
couples.
the addicts on this channel, a couple is only 4. So
That's
for
right.
Joe,
few.
10 is however
A
many.
few is more than 2.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
that's what they tell
True.
me in dating, but I never believed it. So anyway,
We have what we call the Travato clause.
You're missing
Yeah.
out, Chuck. You're missing out.
I'm sure I am. My life has been
The wrong
wonderful
show,
anyways.
Steve.
We got Metamorpho 11 here.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice,
Oh man, I
nice
love
high
those
grade
checker tops.
Metamorpho.
I knew that Joe would get excited.
We
Yep.
have
Checker top, baby.
my favorite right there.
Ramona Fredon, really great artist, great cover.
Yes, indeed. And then only 3 more things to show here. I got a couple Fooms that came in. So continue to work on my Foom collection.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, those are great.
Again,
Nice.
another one of those things I should have started a long time ago and didn't, and now
Yep.
we're paying for it. So
I
And
know.
I
I
was
only
able to
have
pick up
one
the-
of those.
the last one here, this is in not great condition,
Ooh.
but
Oh, nice.
it's
That's a
okay.
good one.
It's a
Spidey.
great Spidey on there.
Damn right.
And then finally, I had a Kickstarter that I backed at some point, sometime that finally came through because this package showed up on my doorstep, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And it is a trade paperback. And I'm going to put in when I get done with this, I'm going to put in the link to get if anyone's interested from Iron Circus Comics, called Indigenerds. All written and drawn by people who are of an indigenous background.
Cool.
And it's them telling their own stories.
Oh, that's something cool. I like that.
That sounds cool.
And it's got good art for the most part. the stories are them telling their own stories in their own voice, which is really, really cool. And not somebody else interpreting their lives for them. And even better with that, because I did it via the Kickstarter or whatever funding they did, we had pins that came with it.
Nice.
So I'm not generally a pin guy.
Nice.
Those
Ooh,
are
I
pretty
like
cool
that.
pins, though.
The
But
Firebird one is pretty cool. Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
and then finally we have this one.
Ooh,
That's cool,
I
too.
like those.
Yeah.
The feathers.
So really, really cool. I don't know if you
Very
can get the
nice.
pins somewhere else or not, but I'll put in the link for where you can order the trade paperback if anybody's interested.
Nice.
So that's all for me for the first round. So
I'd have to pick that up.
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to ask the first question. I'm sure the Magic Lasso is going to get them all right, and that'll be the end of that. Let me put a start line in.
Oh, it's Wonder Woman.
You guys can participate.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the first question. All right, and let's get the start line up there. Okay, first question is: Wonder Woman's early origin story says she was sculpted from what material?
Oh, we got to type
First
it in.
person put
Yeah,
down the
type it
answer.
in.
And lag time exists, so the first that I see. Got to type it. I can't read your mind. All right, we got it. Who's this terrific comics and pop culture guy? Chuck is correct. It is clay. She was sculpted from clay. All right.
Aw,
So we're gonna
Canadian
put your
flag,
name
and
on
mine
there.
it says mine's top, and then
Chuck?
Cliff is behind me, and then
I was
Wow.
gonna say I am first in order.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cliff got it first.
Cliff is first. Yeah, Cliff is first. So yeah.
Oh, I see. You're right.
Yeah, Cliff
That's
is first.
the delay. I see that now. So here's the start.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
Cliff.
and then the first one
And then
after
there's
that
Cliff.
in
There you
order
go. Yeah,
is
you got
Cliff.
Yay, Cliff.
Even though Chuck's came in first. All right, Cliff, you're up there
Sorry.
first. All right. See, we're so
Cliff
honest
is
here.
the first guy on the wheel.
We don't cheat.
No.
I
Nope,
am shocked, but also very
First guy
excited.
on the wheel. Oh, look at that. So Steve had it correct.
I know, but up here in
Yeah,
Canada, it takes a
correct.
few minutes to get down
Rusty
there.
had it correct.
Yeah.
The beam
Yeah,
over
you
the
Portland
border.
got it.
correct.
There you go.
And
That's
Seth
why
is here.
how they get you. That's
He
how
wants
they
his
get you,
t-shirts
Steve,
back.
to pay for more higher speed internet.
That is right.
Yep.
All right. So we got one of the questions out of the way. Thanks, guys. That's cool.
Excellent.
All right. So we've gone. So Mark Andrews,
Sure.
I think you're the next one up.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
I'll try and do this. I have a bit of stuff. Anyways, just really quickly, I was at a antique mall, actually an antique show, collectible show, and this was sitting on the ground behind a guy and a booth, and it's one of the old comic shop
Yeah.
bags. And I said, "Hey, what's that?" And he said, "You want it?" And I went, "Well, if you don't want it." And he said, "Here."
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, I picked up a couple of.
Yeah, this ever happens to. You
I
know?
picked up a couple
Holy
of old
crap.
ones. Long
That's
John
cool.
Silver.
Ooh.
These are golden. This is the most lovable pirate of all time.
I haven't seen that in ages. Wasn't that a chain of restaurants?
Yeah, it used to
It
be.
was.
And on the same table, there was this
The
Very
Mighty
cool.
Crusader.
Mighty
So,
Crusader,
Trev?
Trev, my brother.
Inferno the Destroyer. So that's from 1966.
Uh-huh.
And then I found these. Now, this sadly, I got 3 of these. The first one of this is a little bit rough.
Ooh, yes.
Gold
Little
key,
bit
baby.
rough.
That was awesome.
Hey, this goes.
And then I got these 2 at the same place.
Very cool. You got your Herculoids there.
Nice.
Yep, Herculoid.
Birdman. That's right.
Yep, Mangalore, like the
Birdman.
Mighty Mightor. All
Yes.
those great 1960
Oh
shows.
yeah, the Hanna-Barbera, man.
Uh-huh.
This was 1967.
Oh, the
Uh-huh.
monsters. Yep.
Cool.
Have you got that whole run yet?
Just about, Steve.
Oh, okay.
Number 1 of my favorite Martian.
Oh,
Oh.
man, that's cool.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Is that a painted? Is that a painted cover? Or is that like more like a
No,
photograph cover?
It's a combination
Stock photograph,
of some cartooning here.
Yeah.
The background is painted, and then they superimpose the picture of them over it.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah, it's kind of like all three in one. Picked up number 2 of Mission Impossible.
Oh, very nice.
Great series.
And that one's number 3.
Yep.
Sorry for the glare.
So nice. That looks like it's in great shape too. That
Yeah, they're actually really nice. This when Stephen Hill was still the head of Mission Impossible. And I picked up the Mod Squad.
Yes.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up a
never
couple of
could get into
Beverly
Mod Squad for some
Hillbillies.
reason.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, what
Yeah,
a
That
great
was
show.
a good show.
This is
Out
a good
by the
show.
cement pond.
Yeah, that's issue number 2. This is issue number 6.
Nice.
Nice.
Mod Squad was awesome, but it's definitely an acquired taste. So
Absolutely. The Mod Squad was it was pretty radical for its time, but
yeah.
And then I just couldn't resist one. This is 1967 and only lasted for 3 issues. From the it was like a very short run by a very one-time publisher.
Man, the human flying saucer.
Man.
So this
Holy
guy turns
crap.
into a flying saucer.
I've never seen that before.
I don't have
Holy
it, but
crap.
I've
It's-
heard
Who
of
did
it.
the
but I've
artwork
never-
on that thing?
Yeah.
I know. It's too much of a riot. And then just because I
who's
had
the publisher for that Fat Man?
Yeah.
the publisher of this one is Lightning Comics.
Yeah. Because aren't they the
Okay.
same ones who did that Super Green Beret, Todd Holt Super Green Beret thing?
They were around very short time.
Yeah.
Didn't last long for some strange reason. But they
Yeah.
featured Anti-Man and Tin Man in this book.
Anti-Man.
Anti-Man. And then a guy I know, Joe, came across this book, got a hold of me, asked me if I was interested because it's a pretty nice, not in bad shape. Steve Ditko did it. He wrote it and drew it. It's 1968. It's the first solo of.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes, that's a great
Nice
book.
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This I do
Very
have.
book. Very nice.
I have a
book.
copy of this, but not in this good a shape.
Yeah.
So
that's in lovely
really
shape
good
for a
book.
it's in
Charlton.
lovely shape. I
That's
just
nice.
got a couple more things, Joe, for this round. I'll try to be quick.
I
So-
have to up my game in the next round. Gee whiz.
Well, it's good to get the collection complete, and then you want to upgrade to the nicer copies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I was into an antique store in town here in North Bay, looking around, didn't see a whole lot, and looked at the kids' books and saw this spine sticking out at me.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So
Pluto.
this
Holy crap! One of those.
Sweet.
1942 second
Yeah.
appearance of Pluto in comics.
I've never seen one of
Man.
those.
There's only 3 of these style of books: Andy Panda and Bugs Bunny and Pluto.
Right.
Never seen one like that
So
before.
this,
Like a bookmark.
yeah, tall comic books is what it's called.
Wow, because they had the
And
short
it-
ones too.
It's
Yeah.
actually in really good conditions. This is 1942, and
That's impressive.
this
That's in
cost
fantastic
me
shape.
a grand total of $15 Canadian because it was just in with all the kids' books.
Wow, unreal.
Impressive.
I
I'm
would-
surprised they let you come back there, Mark. I really am.
Okay, I just got a little collection of things that I'm going to have to back up for, and then it'll be done my round. So you guys know that I have been on the hunt for these
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monster Times. This is issue number 1.
Holy
Wow.
crap.
So I had an opportunity to pick up a few issues. Now, issue number 1 is about monsters. Surprise, surprise, right? So its centerfold is always done by artists. So this is the centerfold from that issue.
Holy crap.
So this is Gray Morrow did this centerfold.
Yeah.
That is
Or
classic.
not Gray
Man.
Morrow. I'm very sorry. This one actually is Bernie Wrightson did this.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Bernie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's Bernie Wrightson. That's
The
so
master
number
of
1
McCall.
Monster Times centerfold. They're amazing pieces of work. So that's number 1. I'm not going to go through all of them, Joe. I'm only going to show 4 centerfolds.
That's what they all
Boy,
say.
centerfolds.
issue number
Star Trek.
2.
Star Trek.
Star Trek, and they really pushed it, Cliff. Like this was they were pushing it like mad, because this is like just before the movie came back out, and this is by Gray Morrow.
Wow.
Yes, it is. That's very much.
That's nice.
I like that they gave Uhura red when they gave everyone else nothing.
Everyone's got command gold.
Yeah. So then the next one I want to show, this is issue number 5. And Chuck, you'll appreciate this.
I can't imagine why you picked that one, you know?
I know this will shock you why I picked this one.
I know.
The Lagoon. Oh,
wow.
Holy cow. That's amazing. So obviously it folded 4 times.
Now, Mark, are those the actual centerfolds?
Yeah.
Are those the actual centerfolds, or did you buy those as separate posters?
Nope. These are the actual centerfolds out of the magazines. All of the magazines had their centerfolds in.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've done is I've marked in the book that the centerfold has been pulled, and I've marked on the back of these what issue they're from and where they go back to.
They weren't stapled in there, were they?
No, these are all loose leaf. They're like a newspaper.
Yeah.
So it's complete if you just fold it up and throw it back in. It's
So I got 3 more of them, Monster Times. The centerfolds on these are just as cool. They're very cool magazines. There's 33 of these. But this is number 13, which a lot of people get excited about.
Of course, why?
I don't know why.
Spidey.
Got that
Shazam
dude on there.
It must be Shazam.
Yeah.
And this is the centerfold for it.
Oh, nice. Should his leg bend like that?
His Spider-Man, of course it can.
Wow.
Now,
who's the artist?
Gil Kane.
Nice.
Did this. Okay. And this part down here is Steve Ditko.
Right on.
Okay.
So they did this explanation of Spidey's contraptions and
his web shooters work.
There's your cover from was it 98?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. So
a perfect addition to the Spider-Man room in your museum.
Yeah, so a bit of a Spider-Man addition to the museum. So yeah, like the magazines, there's no staples in them, right?
It's just newsprint. Yeah.
That's page 1.
Okay.
And then you would open them like a normal. And there's stuff in here. There's a spray, 2-page story of Nosferatu and the monster one that's drawn by Bernie Wrightson.
Nice.
Cool.
Like if you can, and these are not expensive. If you can find them, and especially if the centerfolds are intact, they're just really, really cool additions. They're great finds and just a lot of fun. Anyway, that's my first round.
Weren't some of the comic book stores just like giving those away, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were free. Yeah.
They were free. A lot of places just didn't. They just got rid of them.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Let's do our second Wonder Woman question. If you just got here, I had mentioned in another video that I was giving away this Wonder Woman book that I got at Ollie's, and the way we're doing it is we're asking 5 questions. The first question was answered correctly. The first person answered correctly was Cliff, who was here. So we're going to ask another question. I'm going to put a start line in. We're going to wait this time. I jumped the gun last time to let it the lag time kind of go, and we'll see who's the first person to answer this question. So let me put the start.
The lag is real.
That's right.
Especially up here.
Okay.
Yeah. Cliff is ready. I can see his thumb ready.
I got to answer right now to get it in.
I see.
Before the question.
All right. This is another easy one. What is the alternate name for Wonder Woman's homeland of Themyscira? What is the alternate name for Wonder Woman's homeland of Themyscira?
I'm not even putting it in there. There we go. It's not spelt correctly.
Spelling counts, Cliff.
Darn it. Are you serious? Come on. We all know I got it.
What the hell is Paradisi? Paradisi Island?
Right there.
No, it's not Paradisi.
Oh, it's a typo and you know it.
Come on.
It's pronounced paradise.
Well, I'm waiting. It looks like
Paradise Island.
like-
and
this is what
Paradisi.
Cliff wrote, guys. What do you think?
Well, I think he was just caught up in the moment of
No, it's
excitement.
Paradisi.
Yeah,
He's just
it's
so excited.
Italian.
That's all.
It's
All right,
Italian.
Cliff.
It's Italian. Is that
It's
Italian, Cliff? You were just trying to talk to Joe. I get it.
Just say yes, Cliff. That's okay. All right, Cliff. We let me show you just so you know. All right. You now have 2 entries there.
I think Cliff's winning this thing.
3 more to
doing
go. So we'll see
call it
whether or
in now.
not you get all 5. It's possible. All right. All right. So you guys got to,
John's right.
I want some action when I spin the wheel in a little bit. You know what I mean? Come on.
You're like, you should do a duck race,
And what is that?
like what Trev does. You ever seen him?
Well,
do
I
a
was
duck
thinking
race?
about that, but I just
Spin
said
the
to make
wheel.
it easier. than
the
just do the
wheel's
wheel.
cool.
All right,
wheel
Cliff,
is
if I
cool.
can get you up there, for some reason you won't stay.
Well,
All right,
I
Cliff,
do
you're
like
up.
a firm hand.
What do you got
All
for us?
right, here we go.
All right. So I don't even know how to like compete. So I got some
This is not a competition.
No, it's
No.
not a competition.
no, I know it's not like a competition, but like it is a thing. So I got some like a grab bag books from eBay.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
And so I got this Hulk 373.
Cool.
Well, very good.
John is right. So I will abstain from the next 3 questions. Avengers 272.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Spider-Man
Good
2
story.
from the McFarlane era.
The big eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what I love, this X Factor #1.
Ooh, there
Oh,
we go.
nice.
There's the money
Ooh.
book.
Nice.
Yeah.
John, I hear you. I forgot that. Like, I literally forgot I have the advantage. I'm sorry. I love you. Everyone, I won't do it again. I won't do it again.
Everybody's bashing on him.
Oh,
Poor Cliff.
Hulk 331. The first time we get an intelligent gray Hulk.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alpha Flight #1,
Ooh, there
Hey,
we go.
I'm in on that. Yep.
Very good.
Oh, Canada.
which I love. And
I mean, you gotta love Puck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm missing 2 of the books from. Oh wait, hold on. G.I.
Yep.
Joe #2 second print.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, neat.
There we go. We're cooking now.
And then the other one,
You had me at GI.
I know. GI, I know. Oh,
You're Mr. GI.
I've never missed a GI. And this
John still loves you.
Holy cow! Look at the muscles.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is clearly like this was almost made for me. Do you know what the cardinal sin is on this book for a book that's this new?
That's Cliff Sears catalog right there.
No, it's not. Do you know what the cardinal sin is on this
What's
cover?
What?
What is it?
Where the hell are his
What
nipples?
is this?
Oh, he doesn't have any.
He doesn't have any.
They did
Or-
draw
Oh,
him
he's a fish. Do they have them?
part of that thick line.
He
there.
has them. He has them in other books by more talented artists, apparently.
Do
So-
fish have nipples? There's a thing. I don't know.
Comic book where Cliff went to love to most hated. So also, I'm obsessed with like stories that only I remember. You know, like I was talking with John about like Avengers: Celestial Madonna and Doctor Doom's Private War, and he's like, I just haven't heard of these, and I'm like, oh my god, like why is no one talking about it? So I actually got the first 3 chapters. And they're not, and those they don't have the name. I know the name of the story based on the trade paperback. So here's Avengers 150.
Oh, so it's a whole storyline. Okay.
Yeah.
Goes into
151,
assembles.
Nice.
152. So I got the first 3 chapters, and then I got part 7, which is the most important part. Supervillain team up #9.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first comic. It predates Iron Man 150. This is the first comic where Doctor Doom and Tony Stark go toe-to-toe alone.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I feel free telling everybody this now that I bought my own copy. Before that, I kept it real hush, really secret. And should I save something for round 2? You know, I should.
Well, you
But,
should.
You can.
You
You should.
Yeah.
I do want to share a little something. So who dat Oh wait, this Hudat? This is Hudat. Hudat had an auction. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but you know, he's a lovely fellow. So he had an auction on Shortbox, and this tape is here to destroy me. And you know, I like to be on Shortbox, and when these big auctions come, I like to try and get a cheap slab. And I got a cheap slab from Hudat before, and so I was really hanging in there to win it. And oh, wait a second, is this the cheap slab? No, it's not. This is something else. All right, this is an
It's
eBay
the expensive
win.
slab.
Now we're pivoting.
No, this isn't. Yeah, I'm pivoting. This is an eBay win. I'm
not
sorry.
a flop.
Yeah.
No rehearsal present.
This is Evil Bay.
Yeah, sorry. This is a
Disregarded
1 in 100.
previous story.
Thank you, Lasso. This is a 1 in 100 that I didn't even know existed, and I love Masafiera. You know, so I got this because it's his art, and I'm terrified to use my knife, but I'm gonna just be gentle.
Careful.
Easy.
As long as
Be
there's no blood.
careful. Take it slow.
Honey, I know how to take it slow.
As long as he doesn't slice. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. As long as I'm not slicing the cover, baby. As long as I'm not slicing
Right.
the cover. All right. So here it is. And it's the 1 in 100. And I think it's issue 1. I can't be 100% certain because I already forgot. And I just fell in love with the cover. This is terrible, guys. I'm so sorry.
It's the anticipation is good, Cliff.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of fun, but it's also awful. Like I'm genuinely struggling. Anyhow, here it is.
Oh wow.
Oh, now that is cool.
Isn't that
Damn.
great?
That's pretty.
That's
Now that
gorgeous.
is a 1 in 100. You know,
Yeah.
some 1 in 100s I've seen are absolutely horrible. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why is that a ratio?
I want to be totally fair. This is a virgin version of one of the other covers.
Yes.
Yeah,
but it's
still
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Yeah. So anyhow, I really wanted it, and I lowballed. I put some lowball offers out there, and guess what? I've won 3 of them.
Wow.
So 2 more are on the way from 2
Wow.
other eBayers, and I was like, oh, well, I guess this is happening. All right, and now the Hudat collection.
They're cheap. You should save this one for the second round.
That's right.
You know, but I got something. I think I got something very delightful for the second half.
Oh,
Okay, well, there you go.
Oh,
oof, there we go.
Cool.
that's cool.
And this one is Alex Ross.
Yes, it is.
Yes, most definitely.
I'm
And
trying
what's
to.
the
Very
book?
nice.
Is this Captain Marvel or something?
No, this is Generations Wolverine. So all the
Oh, really?
generations. So there was a series of books that came out 1 month back in 2017 called Generations, and it teamed up the classic version of the hero with the modern version of the hero, right? And
Yep.
just like time and space distorted. So you know, Young Nova teamed up with Richard Rider, and Carol got to team up with Marvel, and Ms. Marvel got to team up with Carol, and so on and so forth. Oh, Spidey got to team up with Miles. So whatever was happening was forcing these people together, and young time displaced Jean Grey got to team up with Phoenix Jean Grey. From the ones I remember. And of course, the Wolverine Logan teamed up with Wolverine X-23.
Sure, 2 Jean Greys in one place. What can go wrong?
Yeah.
Oh,
all
yeah,
good.
you know what? They just talked about
Sounds
the beauty.
fine.
They just
Yeah.
talked about the beauty
It's
and
fine.
the excellence of being the Phoenix. So,
I thought they were talking about the beauty and excellence of Scott Summers, but anyways, that's
oh, honey, that's a conversation you have with Wolverine over drinks.
if you say so.
Listen, my favorite polyamorous relationship, my favorite. I was like, we all know he said Jeannie in a bikini and Scotty in a thongy. And I was there. That book is cannot be edited. It happened. And the map of Krakoa has 3 connecting bedrooms, and I'm never gonna forget it. And Jean said goodbye and I love you to both of them the last time she was murdered before she rebuilt herself again. All right, there we go. That's my round 1, folks.
Good round.
All right, guys. So let me tell you
All right.
something. For some reason, and some of you guys that are here normally know this, I seem to have some trouble with StreamYard. It's the only app that sometimes gives me trouble with my internet. I have very fast internet here, but for whatever reason, it doesn't work well. And I missed a lot of that conversation.
We only talked about you a little bit.
And I'm trying to put myself up there, for example, now,
Yeah,
and it's not
fine.
working.
Are
So
you
hold on a
using
second.
Google
I might have to
Chrome?
switch over screen. Yes.
Are you using Google Chrome? You are really.
Is that the reason why?
No, I don't have a
Chrome.
problem.
Chrome should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
There's too many people in Florida.
well, for some reason that's a problem. But let me. I might have to switch over to another. I don't know
Grab your
about that.
phone.
I have very fast internet here, but I can't. But I've got some issues with it, and it doesn't seem to be working as like I'd like it to work.
Oh, almost
You're
there.
moving us.
Yeah, you moved around. That's
So
something.
what I'm going to do is, and hopefully this will work. I'm going to ask the next question. Oh, now I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm going to ask the next question, but I wrote it out.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's actually going to be the start line as well. Okay. So I'm going to post it now. First one with the correct answer goes on the wheel along with Cliff. Okay. All right, here it is. Hopefully it'll load. Let me know if you see it.
It's there.
You see it?
There you go.
No,
Okay.
lagging.
So Wonder Woman is the founding member of what group of Silver Age superheroes?
Magic.
Pre-crisis, right?
You have to wait now and see if I get the answers.
JLA. Yeah, Magic Lasso.
Yeah,
Number
Magic
one.
Lasso.
Still waiting
Yep,
for
goes
answers. Okay,
first.
we have Magic Lasso is Justice League of America, which is correct. We will wait now to see if somebody else comes in before you.
Nope.
No, Brad
Oh,
came after.
Is it?
I'm not getting any other answers. Anybody?
No,
else
well,
answer this
no,
question?
Brad
Brad did
Oh,
JLA.
Yeah, he did the initials.
Yeah.
And it was very nice because in the very first
Okay.
time she was in the JLA.
All right, so we're gonna
she
put
got
Magic
caught.
Lasso in.
Yeah, well, she
As
wasn't
the,
the
winner on
secretary
that
though,
one.
right? That was an All Star.
That was All Star Comics, yes.
Yeah, she was a secretary there.
Wow.
Okay, so we
Or
got
Yeah,
you.
what a
executive
position.
assistant.
Yeah, so we got you in there.
Woo.
Okay, you're in there too.
3 down,
All right.
2 to go.
So I will try and get through my first round. And then after that, I might try to switch off. So I might go. But I think, Chuck, Steve, you're first, right? So you could go ahead and
Yeah.
do your
Yeah.
books while I try
Yeah.
to fix this thing up. But let me see if I can
problem.
get my things in there.
You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, there
So
you
So far, so good.
my first round is all cover buys. Okay. Okay. And the first bunch, see, there we go. Did you see me? All right. The first bunch are Adam Hughes.
Nice.
You know, I'm going crazy ever since I gave my
Mhm.
books to Steve, looking for
Oh.
Adam Hughes. So
I take care of
the first one I got, and I wrote down what they are here. The first one is Jackpot and Black Cat #2 from 2024.
Very nice.
All
Adam
right.
Hughes art there. Okay. You guys hearing me
Yeah.
So far.
Yep. You're good.
so far? Okay. All right. The next one is now. This was a twofer. I saw this a long time ago, and I was looking for a good copy that wasn't too expensive. This is both Catwoman and Zatanna. Adam Hughes cover from Catwoman #72 from 2007. Okay. Next one is the 1940s variant cover of Catwoman's 80th anniversary 100-page spectacular.
Nice.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
AH goodness.
Nice.
Yeah. Next one I found, I was on an Adam Hughes hunt. Next one I found was Elektra #2 from 2022.
They all reasonably
Negative
priced.
space variant.
Oh, I remember. I got that one.
Okay.
Nice.
Elektra Black White. What's that?
What was the price on those? Were they pretty cheap?
Yeah, Black, White, and Blood. They were pretty cheap. I don't think I have the price here for this one. For these, I didn't mark them. They were very expensive. Now this one, when I first saw this one, I thought, is this Wonder Woman? But then I saw it was Superman number 13, which I would not have bought because it was Bendis as the writer, and that's why I skipped him out after the first couple of issues. You're the villain, and it's Lois Lane in Superman number 13, volume 6.
Oh, it's like
Okay.
almost Jenny.
That's a nice one.
Very cute Lois Lane. Now here's one I didn't even know. This happened to come across. It is Justice League of America number 34 from 1989, and has two of my favorite characters on the cover: Booster Gold,
And Blue Beetle.
Nice.
and Beetle.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about Fire.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I don't think
It's
talking
one of
about
his
Fire.
earlier ones, I guess.
Okay.
You know, that
We're
he
all,
did.
Yeah.
we're all,
The style's
we're
a
all
little bit different.
distracted by somebody's chest.
And the
on that
last
cover.
one, this one.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, and
the
the thing is,
flotation
it does have the
devices.
chest hair on there, which is
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, there's the
Yeah,
flotation.
but not on
Yeah,
Fire.
I like that Booster's kind
You
of
notice that
smooth.
Booster
It's an
shaves.
aerodynamic ride.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that what's
Booster
on the bottom
shaves
there?
it,
I didn't see
but
those. Guys. Okay.
It's probably just the flight suit.
Ted Cord
Yeah,
does not.
good issue.
And the other one, and this one I've been wanting for a while. Yeah. Mark, I think you showed this, or maybe it was Chuck, I forget, or Steve, I don't know. And I saw this and I said, wow, this is really cool. If I come across it, I want to buy it. And this did cost a little bit. And it's the Johnny Quest.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great
Very nice.
book. Now, Joe, have you gone
there.
after the
There you go.
Adam Hughes Ferris covers yet?
Yeah, he must
What
be
was
having
that,
trouble.
Chuck?
He's
Yeah.
not hearing you.
So
Oh,
Adam
he's
Hughes did
freezing
all
up.
the covers for the Vertigo series.
You're going to have to repeat that, Chuck,
Ferris.
because I didn't hear it.
Yeah. So he did all the covers for a series called Fairest, which was a spinoff from Fables, which focused on all of the princesses in the fantasy land. And specifically, I think it's the last issue with Goldilocks is considered to be very, very hard to find. Again, I was buying it when it came out, but 9/8 of that really do grab people's attention.
Mhm.
And when you see it, you will understand why. So she's well armed, shall we say?
Well armed.
She is, as a matter of fact, in that picture.
Well, there
She's
you go.
very well armed.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I think I did see that series.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know if I saw the Goldilocks, but I did see that series before too.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I just look when I go through some of the like that. If I see one of these, I kind of pick it up. I did this one. I did get on my comic shop because I saw it, you know, and I did want to get it, so I bought this on my comic shop.
Yeah.
Right on.
Okay, so that's my
Nice.
first round.
Good
So,
round.
Steve, if I can get you up, you go ahead and do your second round, and I'm gonna get out. So I think you guys can continue and try to go on an extender that I have here and see if it's not as fast, but hopefully the connection will be better. I'm not sure why this is happening, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Give her a whirl, Joe. We'll
At this
be here.
point in time. In New York, I connect directly to the modem, but unfortunately here it's all the way in the other room. Okay. All right. So let me get you up there.
It's so far to go to get there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
It's going to take a while. He's got to get on a bus.
All right.
yeah.
So as Joe was alluding to, these are I'm a caretaker of these two books that I won on his show when he had his birthday bash, and he sent me these Adam Hughes covers, which I was missing.
If I don't see you guys, I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Good luck.
I had to put them there. So I've opened up the package. This is from Trev, the shipping guru.
Oh,
I
wow.
was at Fan Expo last year with Mr. Andrews up there, and I was standing in line for hours and hours while he was amusing himself throughout the entire thing just to get some signatures on some books. So
'Cause
he
that's
sent
what
me
Steve does.
a package back. What's that?
And that's what Steve does.
Yeah, that's what I do. I stand in lines. So he sent me, looks like his stickers and a couple of these nice little plastic sleeves for my cards. So that's cool.
Nice.
And I got some books, and look, tabs. See, that's how you package stuff right there.
Oh.
And how easy is that? Boom, just
That
like
is
that.
boom
I'm
done.
in. I'm in. All right, let's see what the first book is. Oh, we got some GI Joe action. Oh, I don't have this one at all. Nice.
So you've not seen these. This is new.
No, I've
Okay,
not.
so we're
Yeah,
getting a
Oh.
reaction video.
So
this is
a
a
true
reaction
reveal.
video because I have
A
not
true
seen.
reveal.
Holy crap, man! I have not seen these. I don't have these in my collection though, which is amazing.
So Steve, you got a question in the chat, by the way, from Magic Lasso about who signed the Man of Steel on the wall behind you.
Oh, you know who that is. You shout it out if you know the answer.
John Byrne.
Go
Yes.
ahead.
Yes, JB.
Absolutely.
I gotta say, the size of the signature is the size of his ego.
Yes, it is. That's a John Byrne signature, the first and only one that I've got in my collection. I got that at Bowmanville Comic Con. It surprised the hell out of me. This guy had a whole short box. Everything in there was signed. And I pulled it out and I got it for, I think, $15. Okay.
Nice.
I couldn't say no. Like I walked out of there with a stack of books and I think I spent under $100 and I got tons of signatures. Nice. Oh, holy crap.
Good.
That's a 1 in 25.
Nice.
Miles Morales.
Hi, Joe.
Very
Goes back. Ish.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I'll stick this time.
Oh, and these ones I don't have either. This was when Dark Horse had the G.I. Joe. That is a absolutely wicked cover. So that one is that issue 1? I think that's issue 1.
I think that's 1, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a short. Oh, yeah, he's got, there's number 2. So that's pretty wild. Oh, I like how Cobra Commander, he's got like that Darth Vader kind of looking face.
Mm-hmm.
Very cartoony. But yeah, I don't have this series at all. This one's number 3. It's like, is that Rock and Roll, I think? Nope.
Mm-hmm.
That is that looks like Hawk. He's not having a good day, or Duke. And I got number 4. This one's fire too. Oh, tape stuck to everything. Woohoo!
Very nice.
Oh wow!
Cool with the big Gatling gun thing going on. So that is my AOK from Trev, the shipping guru.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Fantastic.
That's great, Trev.
There, my brother.
Really nice. Well done, Trev.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job.
And that's my second round.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can sit here and look.
Well,
at
I was out. Hi. All right, Chuck, you're up.
Hey,
all right. So, this is sort of my year to work on runs and stuff and try to get things filled wherever I can. So, my local, the new local comic shop I'm with, since my old one, went away. Every once in a while, I'll check the back issue bins because I don't get a lot of new stuff now. So I feel like when I go there, I've got to like look for obscure stuff like the Doom 2099. And they had just put out a bunch of Powerpuff Girls. So I picked up some that I didn't have. So I've got a 49 here.
Nice.
It only ran 70 issues. And of course, when I was collecting, I stopped at like 46 and it kept going. And now they're like wicked expensive online. But apparently nobody told my store that. So that was great.
Ooh, that's even better.
We got 54 here. Cool book.
Very cool.
A 66. And these get a lot harder to find when you get in the 60s and with this logo. So then these are duplicates. The 68 and 69 are duplicates. But for what they were offering them for, I would have been an idiot to have left them behind. So, so there's the 66 and the 68, and there's the 69. And I already have 2 copies of 70, which is the last issue. So I'm doing good there.
Okay.
Some other of the whatnot sales and whatnot, some weird stuff there. Really cool Jonah Hex. It was cheap. It was in high grade.
My uncle Clifford's favorite comic book character.
Number 15. So let me take care of the glare here. There we go. How about the glare some there?
Oh, so, I like me some Jonah Hex. Nice.
I do. It's a great book. This
Good book.
Is a duplicate for me, but my copy has gotten yellow because it's traveled all over Kingdom Come with me. So this is the John Ostrander Spectre. This, of course, glows in the dark.
Yep.
Oh, radioactive. Like it.
This is the run of comics that convinced my then girlfriend, now wife, that comics were not really a bad idea. So and I love the Spectre, and this is an awesome Tom Mandrake cover. I mean,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Unfortunately, she's not here to see this, but for Tina, continue to slowly chip away at my Scooby-Doo stuff.
Oh, and a Whitman.
Yeah, and a Whitman. They're in beat to hell condition, but I can't afford it if it's not in beat to hell condition. So it's in beat to hell condition.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, Tina changed her work schedule, unfortunately.
I know. This is a book that was on a Whatnot show that clearly nobody knew what it was. So I was very happy to get this.
Oh, nice.
Sweet. I love
Twilight
those
Zone
books.
85.
Look at that cover. Wow.
Very nearly made the Guess Your Key show, but it got beat out by the Funky Alien Legion. This is the second professional artwork by Frank Miller.
Yep.
So
it's a great book. Good story too, actually.
It's a good story and it's an awesome cover.
Yep.
And this is a high grade copy, so I was really happy. Nice. I did not spend much for it either.
Very nice.
So I was very happy. Same show. People not paying attention, which is always good. And he was nice and didn't announce what this was before it went up for sale. This is a Josie 45.
Holy crap. Nice.
Again, it's in beat to hell condition. Why do we care about Josie 45? This is the first appearance of the Pussycats band in comics.
Yep.
So this is when it became Josie and the Pussycats. And everything is more or less attached in here. It's probably it's a 4-ish. But it's what I could afford. So
nice.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's cool to have. Only two more things. I'm going to show the big one, but only two more things to show here. This is a quixotic quest of mine to get as many of these as I can.
Oh,
the Mademoiselle Marie covers.
Yep.
This is such an awesome, sexy, dangerous cover.
Yep.
I mean, you cannot go wrong with this. This is just great. And I got it for a steal on eBay. So
nice.
Now, the reason I got this was because I was looking at another guy who was selling a bunch of slab books, and he had a slab copy of this I lost out on, which went for way less than it should have. But that's because I got another slab book from him. And this was my Christmas gift to myself / celebrating grades and everything, and my Grail book for the year. And it is
cool.
Yellow Submarine.
Nice.
With the poster inside of it.
Oh man. So,
now
it's blue label, right?
Yes, and it's blue label because it's complete. So I am a huge Beatles nut. Okay. Really love the Beatles. I told my wife I'd been looking for one of these for a while. I've been looking at a 7.0, and her comment was, I thought you already had it. So that tells you what upper management thought. So I got the green light to buy it, which was good. It's always a good thing for those of us who want to stay alive. And I had a price set for my 7.0. I've been tracking it, following it. And I said, I'm going to do one last eBay search before I make an offer. And this thing was up for auction. It was going for nothing, or at least for this book for nothing.
For nothing.
And yeah, well, relatively speaking.
Yeah, for that book.
Like two-thirds off of what the listed price normally is. And I was like, okay, I'll put in a bid. We'll see what happens. It was a Tuesday night sale, which meant nobody was paying any damn attention to it.
Yep.
And we get to Tuesday night, and it's still $100 less than I was willing to pay for the 7.0.
Wow.
And I said, okay. And it wound up going for about $50 less than I was willing to pay for the 7.0. And I got a 9.2.
Nice. Well done.
Here's the back cover of it right there.
Yep.
It's a beautiful shape.
Lovely too. Man.
My 21-year-olds have told me that this book is not getting sold ever in the collection. Never, ever getting sold. And they may wind up fighting each other for it when I'm not around.
Thunderdome. Thunderdome.
So I am very happy to know that I got a purchase that everyone in the family approves of.
Very cool.
Especially me. So
yeah, very cool.
I do need to get a copy that has the poster so I can look at the poster in person. You know what? I'm not stressed out about that right now.
No,
I have
it'll come.
Cool.
It'll come one day.
It'll come.
It will.
Yep.
Right.
So
very cool.
there we go. So Now we pass the baton on to Mark to pull out all sorts of other treasures and oddities and things.
Yeah, there's a couple oddities.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get to Mark, let's do the fourth question out of 5. All right. So I'm going to post the question now. Ready? Let me know when you see it. Again, first to answer gets on the wheel.
It's posted.
It's posted.
Okay. In what 1941 comic book did Wonder Woman first appear? Name of the book and issue number, please.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
Go, Chuck.
That was quick.
Chuck's up.
But Chuck may be up first.
Yeah, well,
That's a Grail book for me, man. I'd love to have that one.
well, I was going to say, Steve, that's on my list of, I hit the lottery and I want to get this book.
Kidney, firstborn, things that you sell.
No, I'm just going to work with the lottery instead. That's safer.
Lottery's good. Yeah.
Lottery sounds more better than the kidney thing.
Yeah. You don't want to wake up in a bathtub full of ice.
It does sound better. Yes. When I re-upped, I lost the screen. So hold on.
No one's even trying to put in because Chuck was so fast.
Yeah, Chuck did it. They said, you know what? It's in.
Yeah,
It's
just let Chuck have it.
Yeah, well, sorry about that.
He was so fast, nobody else put it in. Yeah. All right, so Chuck, you're in there now.
No,
Okay.
Wheels unbalanced.
I don't
Come
know.
on.
Cliff's name is so big because it's nuts there. So
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's going to make it.
All right, so
Really
Mark,
that way.
let me get you over there if I can.
you could give a guy vertigo moving him that fast.
I do
So-
know.
Brad is driving, so he can't type in an answer.
Driving.
Oh, be safe, Brad.
Yeah.
So
Driving.
at the same collectible toys and antique show that I went to, this guy was selling book. He was selling a lot of toys and stuff, but he had a few books in a short box, and he had this.
Holy
Mark
crap.
Trail.
Look at the color on that thing.
Isn't that lovely?
Wow.
There's
Yeah,
somebody you
yellow
see every
covers
day.
pop.
Yeah. So Ed Dodd. So this is 1958. He Mark Trail's adventures were in the newspapers. There was a whole series of them every week, and they only did one comic, and it was the special camp issue. Unless am I mistaken, Chuck? Is there more than one of these, or is it just?
You've gone in an area I have no knowledge about. So
Anyway, I saw it. I thought this is kind of different. It's unique.
Yeah.
I've never seen this before. The price for this was like $20 Canadian. I went,
yeah, I mean, why not?
why not? And it is kind of cool.
All day long.
Let me see. Hallow Publishing, HALLOWO, publishing did that book.
Okay.
And I was hoping to finish this run, so I found 2 more, and I finished my Happy Days run.
Oh.
Oh.
I got the
Oh,
one of
wow.
those books.
So that was pretty happy about that. And then you guys know that I've been slowly gathering.
Mhm.
So there was a guy that had
A whole bunch of
Jeez.
those robot fighters. Yeah. Wow. Those look in good shape.
Issue 15, 19, 24, 16, 38, and and the price was nice. We're in great shape for Gold Key Magnus Robot Fighter.
Mhm.
And I am really close to finishing my run with some nice books. So I've got, we'll show these, and then I'll have one last book, but there's something I want to get your guys' opinion of,
Okay.
your thoughts on it, because I value your opinions, even yours, Steve. So the other thing this guy had was some 1967, 66.
Cool.
Oh, right on.
So
Some cool Dell books.
very cool Dell books. What's really kind of neat,
The Outer
the-
Limits.
I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah.
The artwork's
So,
amazing. Wow.
All the ones that have that little star on it. So that's the United Artists star that copyrights every one of these stories.
Okay.
So there were more stories in the Outer Limits comic than there was in the TV show, but they're all a bunch of them were from the show and in the comics. But every one of them, if you look, you'll find that little star on them, which is kind of cool, because not a lot of comics are copyright by a studio. There's some, and unfortunately, like this one, The Outer Limits, this is a reprint of the second issue. And near the end of the run of Outer Limits, they reprinted, I think, about the last 2 or 3 and used the same covers. And Dell did that a lot.
Gold Key
I'll say those
too.
last 17 or 18 issues of Magnus are all reprints. So.
Yeah, that's the last, exactly. Those are all reprints in the last of the issue. So they're easier to find, and they're not as like, you don't really want to. If I don't find them, it's not like I don't have the story. So I've got 2 more things to show. So this next thing I'm going to show you, I found in an antique mall. Okay. And my question is, so what this thing has is it has, if you can see it.
What is happening?
Wow.
Holy Jesus. Wow.
There's so much Batman animated goodness.
I know. So inside there, still sealed, is an Ertl metal figure, Robin. There's the Saga of the Dark Knight trading cards. There's Batman Adventures number 14, Batman Adventures Silver Edition number 1, Batman Adventures number 16, Batman number 500, a Batman coloring book, Batman Mask of the Phantasm Adventures number 1.
What are you waiting for? Get in that thing.
Cool.
So my question is,
Slice her open. Get into it.
should I open that or should I leave it?
100% open it.
See, I disagree with Steve. I'd leave it the way it is.
Nope. Open her up.
Okay, jump in here, Cliff. What do you think?
If you're going to send anything to CGC, they're going to have to see it opened anyway. So it's got to be open.
How would I send that to
You're
someone?
saying you're sending it CGC.
Any of the
That
comics.
makes such a great display piece as is.
Isn't that cool?
I mean,
Well, you
It
carefully
does.
open it
I'm
and then you seal it back up again.
I'm really torn.
I am too, Cliff. Like, I really want to, because some of these books are stacked upon each other, so I can't see them.
You can't see them. So you got to take them out.
Yeah, Steve, the thing is, you own it, it's yours. And Steve makes a very good point. Look, 23 Monch also agrees he would open it.
You going to live forever?
I think I would open it.
Would you open it, Joe?
Don't open it.
I think I would open it. Yeah, I think so, because you said there's stacked books, right?
Yeah.
So you don't even know what's behind there.
And
they're just books.
You
can make something up of your own.
Yeah, like the Mask of the Phantasm is untouched. It's beautiful, like in there. It's
put your ear up to it. I think it's talking to you.
Which will just make you throw up. That cost me $25 Canadian.
Oh, I can totally see that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
the big reason I'm saying don't open it up is I know some of the stuff you have because you've shown us a bunch of your stuff, and to me that fits in as a beautiful piece of advertising, memorabilia, collectability.
Like I've never seen it displayed like that before.
Yeah, I've never have either. So
like I have never seen that display. I've never seen the box with the Batman down the side, and it displays really cool. Yep. And it fits in when I'm doing my rotation of stuff on the wall. So
see, Chuck has a good argument. So you should go ahead and open it.
Just get another one and open.
Steve's messaging my students. That's great. I'm glad to hear that.
So as we talk and you guys will be on Instagram and stuff, send me some more of your comments as to whether I will, and I will announce whether I've opened it or not. And I'm still in debate. Anyway, so the very last book that I have to show off is, and as anybody who's noticed, I am doing a Dave Stevens wall behind me tonight. Yeah. Just because I love his artwork. And I went digging through my LCS here in North Bay, Dark Horse Comics. It's been around since like the 80s, and great guy Randy, and he's got like this one wall back that you just can go back, and you pull a long box and you start flipping through. And I found this one from October of 2008.
Oh, his last
Oh,
work.
man.
Wow.
This
look at
is
that.
Dave Stevens'
Yeah.
last cover.
Yeah.
Red Dress in Distress.
You can't find that anywhere. I mean,
No,
That is
and
cool.
this was in Randy's back
Beautiful.
issues in a long box.
Bad
And
Planet.
Randy isn't the kind of guy that looks online to say what it's worth. So he was going to sell it to me like he would sell from his back issue bins, which are like, no, usually he doubles the price of the cover.
So $2.
So I said no.
Yeah.
And I because he treats me really well, as you guys know. And so I compensated him nicely for this book. I'm a Dave Stevens fan. So this book is never been in circulation, came into Randy's shop. It wasn't bought. He bags and boards all his books, and he put it in a long box, and it's been sitting there since 2008. So this came out in October 2008, and Dave Stevens passed away in March of 2008.
Right.
So this, from my understanding and anything I've done on the research, this is his last cover.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, it's his last original cover.
Yeah, his last original cover.
Yeah.
There's been lots of ones reprinted and stuff, but this is his last original cover.
Yep.
So I was pretty happy to find that in there.
Oh, you don't want to know what that thing goes for. Woohoo, baby.
Oh, I have a good idea.
Oh, wow.
I think he's done his research since getting it. So,
what kind of grade is that?
Well, as I said, Steve, it's never been circulated. And Randy treats his books like gold. And it's been sitting in storage in the comic shop since 2008.
That's impressive. There's a 9.4 on Evil Bay right now, $200.
Yep. So just really pleased to get it. And
a 6.5, $140.
Mm-hmm.
5.5, $95.
Yep. Anyway, so that's my books for this session.
That's great.
That's a nice addition to the collection there, Mr.
Yeah,
Curator.
it's a nice addition to my Dave Stevens short box.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put up the one you're missing then. Let's get this one up here. Grendel.
I'm not missing that one. It's just
I know. You just don't have it out, so I'm going to show it off here. There you go.
It's just not in the queue.
Not in
You
the
didn't,
queue.
Doug?
Yeah, we were talking about this one off screen. That's why I threw
Yep.
it up. I went and looked for it because I couldn't believe when you guys were saying that there was a Grendel one. I'm like,
he did the ink on the Grendel
I've
book.
had that since brand new, since the 80s.
Yeah, he's done a lot of interesting books and stuff over the years, and it's fun to hunt them down.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joe, I'm done. So if you can flip me out, or are you still working on it?
Yeah, I think he's almost having.
Well, here's what I did. I checked my speed because I have a speed test thing in here, and the speed is perfect. It's really fast. So that means there's something with the app itself or the online thing that I have to figure out, because
some people were posting that they were having
everything
trouble with it too, Joe.
Yeah.
else is fine. I have almost 400 megabits per second and 40 megabits upload, which is really fast.
Yeah,
It is. So it shouldn't be any issue
But for
at all.
some reason,
Yeah, you're all
app
choppy
here or
and
the
slow.
online thing going in and out, which means I'm going in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So who's next? So I think Cliff, you're next, right? Let's see if I can get you over there.
All right, I'm gonna keep it, I think, short and sweet. So this is this might be exclusive for you guys because I haven't released my videos about it yet. So I begun my journey on my choice of grails this year, and I snatched up this Adventure Comics 282.
Oh, nice.
Very good. Very good.
Oh, nice.
Very
First
nice.
Yeah.
appearance of
Good
Starboy,
one.
and the 5th appearance of the Legion of Superheroes.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So Starboy is from another world,
Right.
basically has
That's
the
a good
ability
book.
to travels through time. Lana overhears him near a cave talking to Superboy, blackmails him like, I know your secret identity, and I'll tell if you don't help me make Superboy jealous. And Superboy, of course, like, I've got super hearing, you're dumb. grabs Starboy's girlfriend. It's like, oh, let's make Lana crazy. And Lana's like, oh, this is awful. And she's such a wonderful person. Clearly, you're in love with her, Superboy. And it's like, nah, I'm just messing with you, Lana. And they go home. And then, of course, we forget this ever happened. And we slowly start, we got to work Starboy into the Legion of Superheroes and how him being there and his powers make sense. Anyhow, I just love it because it's so crazy. So this is their 5th appearance. And the first Starboy.
Okay.
But of course, I have special.
I know you're
effects.
a big Legion fan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I'm a big Superman fan, so this all ties together. So this next one is from Action Comics 267, where Supergirl is introduced to the Legion of Superheroes. It's their 3rd appearance and the first appearance of Shrinking Violet and Chameleon Boy. And Supergirl gets rejected from the Legion because she was exposed to red kryptonite and it made her too old and they sent her home. Ridiculous. Also, the Legion, Cosmic Boy, Lightning Lad, and Saturn Girl introduced themselves as the children of the Legionnaires that met Superboy. We never speak of this again. Just editorially, we never speak of this again. So when they return in Action Comics 276, it's all gravy. Come on, Supergirl, let's try it again this year. So look forward to getting that because that is on my list. So these are my big shares for you. So there you go.
Those are awesome books, man.
Very good.
Great.
Book. Nice.
And I know my Legion history. And I'm clearly doing some organizing back here. Jeez, every time this gets in camera shot, kills me.
It shows that it's a living collection.
Yeah, set fire to it.
It is a living collection. Sometimes it's even breathing.
Yeah, it can. Oh, we lost Joe.
And we lost Joe again. So
yeah. So now we have to amuse ourselves. So now we can talk about Joe.
No. But yeah,
No
I'm really
talking about
so.
Joe. What else you got, Cliff?
Well, I decided this year I'm just going to focus on collecting Legion. Like that's going to be my goal. Last year I spread myself too thin, and like I thought I was being reasonable with myself, and I was not.
Oh, I like the Monica Rambeau one on the wall back there. That's
right.
good too.
I picked that up for $20. I picked this Silver Surfer up recently as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
That is
Nice
sweet.
That's nice.
Very nice. I may have it graded. The guy who sold to me is like, it's easily a 9.6. And I'm like, well, you say that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's just a great find. So
we'll charge you 9.8 prices.
He did not charge me 9.8 prices. I really got a good deal on this.
Good.
I think it was 22 American.
Oh, that's good.
Not bad.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, no.
Even with conversion.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I hear you talk Canadian prices, I get so excited.
So do the rest of us, and then then they say, well, we're going to buy something, and we tell them what we paid. We're like, yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
Oh, I got a bunch of comics in Canada that came out to like $1.47 USD, and I was like, this is magical.
You got to just grab them up when you can. Yeah, it's just the shipping's going to murder you. That's all.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
shipping is
I was
what
gonna
makes
say.
up for it.
I mean, I'm already there.
Perfect.
So,
then just do it.
Every year for Ottawa Comic Con, the comic shop in Nepean has their annual Midnight Madness sale, which actually begins at 9 p.m. And I am there, baby. I am there with all you bilingual Frenchies, and I am mixing it up. And this time, I met a dude named Alan. Hilarious. So I think all Canadian Allens are the same, except for my uncle.
Pretty much.
He had been there. Yeah, Steve's with me. He had been there at 9 a.m. to pregame his books to buy them when he arrived in the evening. Except that he decided to look around. He decided to look around the evening, and then he was furious about the line. That's another thing. How is it that comic book collectors are upset about lines? That is part of our culture. Like we're stuck with it.
I hang out. I make friends. Don't you make friends in line? I make friends with the guys in front of me, the people behind me. Yep. By the time
Steve,
you're done,
that's because you're a friendly Canadian, as opposed to us Americans who are too busy trying to run over the people in the line because they somehow got there ahead of us. because our McDonald's order person was like slow because they couldn't figure out what the hell the thing was saying.
I was born here.
Down your Big
I was
Mac
born
and
here.
your big gulp.
Oh.
You see,
It's
I
my
just wait for Steve to get close to the front, and then I come to talk to him, and no one says anything,
And
and
then
I
they
just
just give
stand
him
there.
shit. Yeah, okay. They
That's
just
because
give him
y'all are
shit.
too polite. So you do that here down in the South, and you get a bless your heart, and someone pulls a weapon on you. Is no, son, go back. No, back.
Well,
let me explain this to you.
I guess it depends, but I've always done that in New York, where my friends and I have each held spots in lines.
Yep,
And they're like
absolutely.
tag teamed,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, as long as you're telling the people behind, in front and behind what you're doing, they don't care.
Well, yeah, it's true. As long as you tell people, it's okay. It's when you don't tell people,
and
the
to
artists
mention,
are going to
strange
be
group of
there.
people show up.
me and my friends are not the real enemy. We're comic book fans. The real enemy is those D-bags who show up with the stroller of comics.
Oh, with the short box or the long box.
Right. No, short boxes, sometimes long boxes, who think is their God-given right to get everything they want signed.
I was in the lineup for Tynan, and the guy ahead of us had a short box. But you know what? His handlers held it beautifully. They said, nope, you're only going to do this many books, and you go right to the back of the line, buddy, because the lineup was massive. Yep. And we all groaned when we saw this guy pull the short box. We're like, oh, Christ, here we go.
No, and then they like to fight about it. And I'm like, I don't understand. There are no rules that say that you're entitled to this, you know? I should take a video next time. Next time somebody says, oh, I don't know what entitled means, I'll be like, this dude.
Yeah, see this? Right here. What do you got, Joe?
All right, are we done? Are we done, Cliff?
Yeah, no, we're done. I'm keeping it simple. You know, I gotta do comics and cocktails with actual Dracula at 10, so I gotta stay spry.
He's a mover and a shaker now.
I am. But only on Fridays.
All right. I'm sorry, you guys are going in and out. I think I know what my problem is. I think I figured it out, but I can't fix it while we're live. So I'm going to try doing it again.
Okay.
All right. So before I go with my last, hopefully it'll come through, we're going to ask the last question. We're giving away this book here, and I've got 5 questions from here. So far, we got Cliff on twice. We have Magic Lasso on the wheel, and we have Chuck on the wheel. Here is the final question for the 5th spot on the wheel. First person with the correct answer gets it. This is the most difficult of the 5. So let's see. Let me know if it goes up, please, since everything is slow.
Yep.
There you go.
Is it up?
That's the most difficult one?
Yeah. Oh, Magic Lasso, baby.
I was say Lasso got for
Ryan.
Read the question.
Ryan.
So, you know.
Magic Lasso got it right away.
I'm sorry, you only need 2 things to type.
If you guys had watched my Who is Wonder Woman, you'd have all the answers.
Yeah.
If we only had the answers.
Okay.
If you only had the answers,
All right,
is right, Cliff.
So just in case things go really bad.
Yeah. If only we had something like
Mark, I wish I could hear what you were saying.
Would be perfect.
Wow.
Yeah. The encyclopedia would be good too.
The wheel.
All right.
Oh,
So we've got Cliff, Magic Lasso, and
twice.
Yep.
Chuck. I'm going to
Chuck.
shuffle
Watch,
now a bit.
Chuck's gonna win it now.
He's only on there
He's
once.
Five
only on there
questions.
once.
Let's see.
Come on, Chuck. Let's go.
And the winner of the book is
I hear it spinning.
There we go.
It's Chuck.
Yeah.
All right, Chuck.
Is it?
We'll be on the way to you.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
One try. It's all you got.
That's it. That's all it takes. Congratulations.
Jeez.
Nice job.
Way to go, Chuck.
All right. Let me know if this doesn't work, guys. Okay.
We'll let you know.
I'll try to do the best that I can with respect to this so that I can get these books out. All right. The first one I have is Wonder Woman #1, but not the real one. We have the from 1942. We have the facsimile edition, cover C, the blank. But what makes this important is that Madame Blaster sent this to me.
Oh, sweet. Very
I have
nice.
a little
Pretty
picture
cool. I
of
like
Wonder
that.
Woman on that. And sent
Lovely.
it over to me. So thank
Very
you,
nice.
madam. I really appreciate it. Very nice. The next one I got, we're talking about Kickstarters, right? Let me get rid of this thing here while I'm here. The Kickstarter, I saw this Kickstarter and I said, this is so good. I have to really back this up. There's going to be another book here. But this guy learned how to read. He has a whole introduction by looking at comic books. And he got into Golden Age Good Girl comic books. So what they did is, this is Señorita Rio. He had a bunch of different covers, including many in the risque category. So
That's pretty cool.
this is a character from the 1940s. What he did was he got artists to both draw pictures that represent how the character actually looked, and also do pinups of those characters.
Oh,
So I'll
I
show
like
you a
that.
few of them.
Cool.
Let's see the
Here's
pinups.
Black Cat. Oops, sorry.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
So here's Black Cat. That's the way she usually looks. And here's the pinup.
Nice.
And there are
All right.
versions of this where they are wearing fewer clothing. I have one. They included one in this book. I didn't buy them for fear that my wife would see them. So but that one is good, but I'm not going to show it on this. So here's
Put them
Black
under the
Cat.
mattress.
All right.
It's the first place the mom looks.
Oh,
So
Bullet Head.
this is Bullet Girl, who is the cohort of Bullet Man, right?
uh-huh.
The cherry pop top crossover there. That's
Right. Judy of the Jungle.
Uh-huh.
And
okay.
he's got all this information about them too, which is kind of
Salted
cool.
by snakes, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You should
Excellent.
see the well, you don't want to see it. Lady
Yes,
Luck.
I do want to see
Oh,
it.
Lady Luck.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
So imagine Lady Luck looking slightly different in the risque version.
yeah. Showing all
Miss
kinds
Fury.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
This was a great idea. And these are all
It is a great
and
idea.
The copyrights have run out on all of these.
Yeah.
Miss Mask.
Oh, she looks angry.
Mm-hmm. There's a Miss
Good.
Fury miniseries going on right now where she's crossing over with the Green Hornet. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Is she public
Moon
domain?
Girl.
Yes, she is.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah, she's public domain now.
Look at the flotation device. Wow.
Moon
Impressive.
Girl?
You got to see the risque version of that, and also of this one, Princess.
This channel is
Fantastic.
rated PG. Thrilling comics. That's good.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry I'm showing you all of these, but I just thought this was such a great idea. Now, Rula the Jungle Goddess. Look at the mini risque version.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Look at how she's-
Yeah, be careful with the
Tied up.
dick
Wow.
and that snake.
Is that like the first mammogram in the
no,
jungle?
she doesn't breathe too hard.
And here's Señorita Rio. Notice how
That
she
one is-
looks a little bit nicer than, or a little bit more, I don't know, motherly or whatever. than the
Motherly.
risque.
Like something.
She's a matronly sword swinger at one moment, and she's an explosive diva the next.
Sky Girl,
Mm-hmm.
Very cartoony.
1944. And look at this one now. Sunny.
Oof. All
No
right.
share? Oh, wait.
Uh-huh.
Al Filstein, first appearance, Sunny number 11, December 1947. Her powers are simply agility, which I want to know my
Right.
women.
He's the editor of or one of the editors in Mad.
Night
Al
Magic.
Feldstein.
Yeah.
Tara,
Cool.
Oof,
Okay.
that's a big sword.
and let's see. Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Holy
You
That's
can
as much
imagine
as she ever wears.
Valkyrie looks like.
Yeah, she could feed a small village or a medium-sized village.
All right.
She's a
Now, the
very
next page
developed
has-
young woman.
Has
Very.
samples of the unclothed, so I'm not going to show you that. But
Oh,
you
come
can see
on.
coming soon, Vixens of the Golden Age Book 2.
Oh,
Okay.
Fanny.
And along with that, he sent over, this was by Comic Collector Geek and somebody else, I forget. Sent over some cards because they made a little bit more money than they needed to. So they sent over some cards too. There's Bullet Girl.
Oh, right on.
Okay.
And
Neat.
Thank you for your support.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, I like them.
a little card
Gents
that
have
has
to go.
all of them on it.
Night, Cliff.
All right,
Have a
take
great
care.
Good night, Cliff.
Have a good show.
Just got to get on that
With
next
all
one.
of them on there. So I thought that was just so cool that I had to pick it up.
Nice.
It is really cool.
All right, so
Mhm.
you know, I'm a big fan of Doug Bratton's Isolation. All right, take care, guys. I know some guys are leaving. So there were a couple of the Comic Tom editions of Isolation #1 I didn't have, and I managed to be able to pick them up. So here's one.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Throwback,
wow.
right?
Look at
Nice.
the Dracula cover.
Um,
Awesome.
And these are by Nate Johnson. All right. And then his Virgin variant in black and white
Nice.
is here.
I like that
So
one
I
too.
think I now may have all the #1s. I'm not positive, but
Cool.
if I don't, I'm pretty close to it. All right. Other than that, I went out and I
You
got a
the
few
purple
books.
one, right? Have you got
Yep.
the purple one?
I do.
Yep.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I do. I have to go back over them. I've been entering them on CLZ with the information a little bit at a time when I get a chance as a favor to Doug. So I've got a few of them on CLZ, you know, because they're nowhere to be found. So you got to put the information in,
Yep.
scan in,
Right.
you know, the cover copy and all that. So it takes a while. And so when I have some time, I do 1 or 2 of them.
Does that
All right,
appear
so
on
here's
CLZ for everybody then?
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
Joe.
you can see some of them that I put in there in CLZ.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this one, I came across this in I forget. I think it was in Cave Comics, which is the LCS that I found about over in Connecticut that I've gone to now and then. So it's DC Special #5. I've read through this and it's pretty cool. The Secret Lives of Joe
Yes.
Hubert.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
have this one.
that's a really cool book.
It's a cool book. Yeah, it's a very cool book. A lot of like puns and fun in there as well. Very, very cool. So I came across this, so I picked this up. And you know, one of my goals in the video I did about my goals, where I said I've got like long-term goals, short-term goals, and other books I'm just kind of trying to find. And most of the books I'm just trying to find are the Jack Kirby DC. And I did manage to come across 3 issues of Forever People. I have #4.
Ooh,
All right.
Uh-huh.
#5
there's some good books to have. Yep, I have
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
and
Got a first
#7. I have
appearance
some
in
of
it.
them already. I'm not sure which ones. So I came across these,
Okay.
which was really
Great
cool.
covers.
And you know, Mark, you're not the only one that occasionally looks for Magnus Robot Fighter. I got these
Oh,
from. I have about 3 or 4 of them, and I got these. They're not in the greatest shape, so they didn't cost me a lot of money. But I got these from my comic shop. They probably were like $2 or $3 a piece or something like that. Plus,
Yeah,
of
they
course,
always
shipping.
have sales going on too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is like really beat up and all that on the side, though. But the main cover looks okay. It's Magnus Robot Fighter Gold Key #16.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
All right. So you know it's bad along the spine, but the rest of it is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
And,
Mhm.
and #35 again, same thing. The cover itself, maybe a little bit of color loss, perhaps, and the spine is bad. But this is Magnus Robot Fighter 4000 AD, Gold Key.
Yep.
Look at those
Mhm.
painted cover. I mean, the
They're
covers
probably
are
Yeah.
fun.
4 or 5 of
The
them.
covers are cool.
I love gold key
That's
covers.
the thing. That's the thing. The covers are super cool with
Yep.
respect to that.
Yeah.
And so I looked it up because I said, how many issues do they have? So do you know how
Mark
many
will tell
issues
you.
there are, Mark?
40.
1.
Yeah, 41? No,
46.
46.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
How many
the
are you
last-
missing?
I'm only missing now about 4.
Wow.
You're
And I'm
doing
missing
great.
about 40. I'm missing about 40.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm missing
But
46.
you know, but
Yeah, 46.
again, I'm not looking necessarily to get them. If I find one, I got to put the
Yeah.
other ones in CLZ. It's not there yet, so I don't want to make sure I don't duplicate them. I have
Yeah,
no
anytime
reason
I
to,
find
so-
them, I just send pictures to Mark and say, "Did you got these ones?"
Well, Mark, I don't know what I got, but if you want to tell me which ones you don't have, I'm happy to see what I got and send them.
Or even upgrades too, if they're better quality than the ones that Mark has.
Probably not.
Well, we'll see, Steve. We'll go on a hunt. We'll see if we can find some gold key in Mark.
Yeah, because I need one more Grimm's Ghost Stories, and I got the whole run.
Which number do you need?
29.
29. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll just sort of file that away in the back of my mind there. So
that is cool. Yeah. So, I mean, this is the only show where you can find this crazy stuff that we got. I mean, from Powerpuff Girls to Josie and the Pussycats to some sort of stupidly large Batman, whatever it was, because now my connection is fine. Maybe it wasn't us. Maybe it was.
It was Cliff. He didn't have a shirt.
No, but I think I found out what the problem is.
He didn't match.
Recording. It's doing local recording and everything.
Yeah.
So the next one, I'm gonna turn that off.
Maybe
and see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, it might.
You know.
Taking up too much, whatever.
I did the speed test, and the speed test said like 394 megabits download, 39 megabits upload, which is fast. And so it's working, but for some reason, the StreamYard is not. So that's the only thing I'm thinking that's been different over the last few shows where I've had this problem. So hopefully that'll fix it.
I just
want to listen. I want
44 as well, Chuck. 44.
Yeah, 44.
I just want to show. This is the Bernie Wrightson Nosferatu.
Oh,
comic.
there we go. Nice.
Hold on, let me make you big.
Bernie Wrightson.
So that's Bernie Wrightson's work.
Nice. Look at that.
And it was just for this magazine. It was just for this Monster Times.
Yeah, the newspaper. It's basically like a newspaper article. Yeah,
because
I
remember those newspaper article.
They're always back in the 80s. I'd see those in the store.
You know, in the 70s, Rock magazine that I used to religiously get, came out every 2 weeks, was done the same way. It was folded like that, newspaper print. You opened it up, and then you.
Yeah, it's like a newspaper, and it was all loose leaf, no staples.
No staples,
That's
nothing, cheap paper. And anyway, if you see them, grab them because they don't cost a lot, and they're just full of all sorts of goodness. Anyway, sorry, Joe. I know we're running really long, and we probably should sign off.
Yeah, we ran really long, but I had my espresso we were drinking, so I'm okay now.
Good.
All right, so listen, I want to thank everybody that showed up. Chuck, you were the winner. So we'll get this out to you as soon as I get the chance. All right. And I want to thank everybody that showed up for the show in the Wellbore and Magic Lasso and Paul Psychedelic Comics, all the people that showed up. I really appreciate it. If you're watching it on the replay, I think you're going to see some good comics, but you can't win the Wonder Woman. All right. So listen again, and Chuck, Steve, Mark, you guys are fantastic. Thanks for wearing the shirt.
It's our pleasure.
And we'll have another one next month. We'll come up with a date, a Friday night. Let's see when these guys are available, and we'll do it again.
Friday's work.
And I think with that, anybody has any last words for the show?
Nope.
All right. With that, we'll say good night, everybody. Good night.
Night.
Take care.
Good night.